Good morning. Good morning and welcome to Convocation. My name is Jill Arnsdorf, and I currently serve as the Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs here at Fort Hays State University. It is my absolute pleasure to welcome everyone this morning and kick off another year at Fort Hays State University. Welcome back to our returning faculty and staff, and welcome to our new faculty and staff here with us today. I'd also like to extend greetings to our faculty and staff joining us remotely today, whether that be from your office across campus, to our faculty teaching at our China Partnership universities, and those teaching in other locations across the entire world. All of us have experienced so many great challenges over the last year and a half. And so as we look forward to a fall 2021 semester, I sincerely thank you. I thank you for your work in supporting and encouraging one another and doing the same for our students, which is our true reason for our work in higher education. I look forward to seeing you and working with you throughout this academic year. And so to begin the convocation today, the presidents of the shared governance bodies will each provide a brief welcome. So first, I'd like to invite to the stage the Faculty Senate President, Dr. Janet Stramel. Janet?
Thank you. Good morning. Thank you, President Mason, Provost Arnsdorf, faculty, staff, and administration. Welcome to a new academic year. It is my distinct honor and privilege to serve you as Faculty Senate President this year. Additionally, I am honored to represent you at the Kansas Board of Regents as the President of the Council of Faculty Senate Presidents. I stand on the shoulders of giants. Many of you in this room have served on Faculty Senate or have been a Faculty Senate officer. Thank you. But I must say a special thank you to past President, Dr. Kevin Splekel, who served 2 years during a global pandemic and who continues to mentor me and answer all of my questions. Serving on Faculty Senate is a valuable contribution to the university community. My fellow officers are Vice President Dr. Rob Beyer and Secretary Dr. Shane Schartz. At this time, I would like to ask all faculty senators to please stand and be recognized. Thank you. The Faculty Senate represents the faculty of Fort Hays State University participating in governance of the university. The Faculty Senate is advisory to the President and cooperates with the Student Senate, Staff Senate, and the Alumni Association. This year, the Faculty Senate's guiding principle will be student success. All faculty, international and domestic, can and should share in the governance of Fort Hays State University through the Faculty Senate. The Faculty Senate will conduct its business this academic year in the spirit of shared governance with Provost Arnsdorf and President Mason. This year, we will continue supporting the General Education Committee's work toward the FHSU core as courses are aligned and approved. We will continue to support the work of the FHSU Strategic Plan. We will do all other necessary and important work as our responsibility in shared governance, and we will continue to work in conjunction with President Mason, Provost Arnsdorf, SGA President Mark Faber, and Staff Senate President Jennifer Whitmer. Thank you for your support. The work of the Faculty Senate extends far beyond the votes that have been passed and approved. The standing committees of the Senate are continually collaborating, researching, and approving items that provide all faculty the resources and support needed to be successful, ultimately serving the needs of all students. I would like to extend my thanks to those committees, and I look forward to working with you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Janet. We will now hear from Ms. Jennifer Whitmer, President of the University Staff Senate. Jennifer?
Good morning and welcome back to campus. It is so great to see so many people here today, and welcome to those of you joining virtually. My name is Jennifer Whitmer, and I am the Staff Senate President for the 2021-2022 academic year. I am also the Senior Administrative Assistant in the amazing, fun, and growing Department of Social Work, which is housed in the outstanding and amazing, awesome College of Health and Behavioral Sciences. So shout out to Tim and Jeff. I also want to recognize and publicly thank all of the staff members not able to be here in person as they're helping freshmen move into the dorms, moving faculty and staff into new offices and new buildings, setting up computers, cleaning buildings, assisting students in finalizing enrollment, and making this campus look outstanding. I have been a staff member with Fort Hays State University for over 11 years and involved in Senate since 2017. This is my second year as Staff Senate President. There are over 500 full-time staff members on this campus, and it is extremely important that all staff members across our campus feel like they have a voice. It has been and will continue to be my privilege to represent all staff. Our Staff Senate meetings will continue to meet both face-to-face and Zoom this year, as everyone's health and safety are our top priority. In addition, the Zoom option has increased attendance and permitted various staff members the opportunity to attend and participate in our monthly meetings, which ultimately has increased communication across campus. The Staff Senate meetings are open to anyone. We post announcements on Tiger Daily a few days before the meeting, welcoming everyone and reminding everyone of our meeting and minutes. All of our senators, all of the senator information, minutes, and agendas are posted on our website, which is fhsu.edu/staffsenate. In our monthly meetings, which by the way are the second Tuesday of the month at 1:30 in the Memorial Union, we discuss Fort Hays happenings, Senate reports, committee projects, tasks, goals, as well as sharing information from the other KBOR schools. This year, Fort Hays is the KBOR host school, which means we are heavily involved with the unclassified professional staff and the unclassified support staff council meetings for all 6 KBOR University staff members. We know that there have been challenges this last year, but we are continuing to be the voice of staff within President's Cabinet, Staff Senate, and shared governance across campus. We strive to continue to improve communication and awareness of Staff Senate and staff concerns. We will continue to grow as a staff and a university. We encourage comments, discussions, questions, concerns, etc. And if you aren't comfortable addressing these in our meetings, please feel free and reach out to any of our staff senators or send us an email at staffsenate@fhsu.edu. To Dr. Mason and the executive leadership team, thank you for investing in your staff and continuing to support Staff Senate, our mission, and committees. To all of the current senators and also the executive officers, thank you. Thank you for your time, dedication, and hard work to continue to make the Staff Senate great. I hope you all have a wonderful year, and we'll close out with a quote from the Dalai Lama. If you think you are too small to make a difference, try sleeping with a mosquito. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jennifer. Next in our program this morning is Mr. Mark Faber. Mark currently serves as the Student Government Association President, and he will come out to share a few remarks. Mark?
Good morning, everyone. I am Mark Faber, and I am a master's student for the biology department, and I am just extremely excited to represent the student body this year. The 2021-2022 Student Government Association has had a strong start so far, and the transition from the Ryder-Hallman administration to the Faber-Stanley administration has been relatively smooth. We continue to serve our students and work through arising issues. We have accomplished numerous goals. We have hired and started the new 2021-2022 Student Government Executive Staff, of which the Legislative Affairs Director is Kendra Clymer, the Community Relations Director is Chloe Stanley, the Treasurer is David Schulte, and the administrative assistant is Jaden Siebert. We're really excited about this team, and we think that we're really going to make a big difference this year. We have planned a retreat for the KBOR Student Advisory Council, of which Fort Hays is the chair of this year. And we're going to meet on the FHSU campus this Saturday. And at this meeting, we plan to discuss goals that we hope to work towards and address with the Kansas Board of Regents. And we are actually currently working with other Kansas school student government associations to address and combat the decrease in student engagement seen through the coronavirus epidemic. We have also planned an event for the first 40 days where students can come and meet the senators that represent them. We've discussed having a Senate workshop to better acclimate the senators to their position and clarify duties and expectations for the upcoming semester, simply just to make sure that all of the senators know what they're doing. And we have worked to familiarize student organizations with the allocations process, and we are also hoping to kind of further streamline that process. We've started discussion on how the campus shuttle service will operate this year for the fall semester and how to safely serve students in need. We've also, finally, we've started to move into the new Student Success Center, and we are extremely excited about the new space and so thankful for all the donors that made it possible. The 2021-2022 Student Government Association will host our first regular Senate meeting on September 1st, 2021 at 4 p.m. in the Union Ballroom, and we look forward to serving our students this upcoming year, as well as working with numerous groups across campus. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mark. Finally, in our program this morning, Dr. Jeanette Naylor-Tinknell, president of FHSU's AAUP chapter, will share with the audience. Jeanette?
Good morning, everyone. I'm going into my 5th year as president of the Fort Hays chapter of the American Association of University Presidents, and it is my, professors, and it is my honor to join you today. First, I wanted to welcome you back to campus. It's good to see all of our colleagues congregating again. It has been over a year and a half since we've had any experience in our normal workday routines. Changes in daily living, teaching, campus life have left us more isolated and anxious. The journey has been long. When we thought we could see an end, the virus hits us again. You have struggled to adapt, worked to best serve our students and colleagues, learned new things, and embraced change. Some things have been hard, some things have been invigorating. Change forces us to re-examine who we are, what we prioritize, and what we seek. You should all be proud of the work that you have done and all of you have achieved to make FHSU a stronger place to work, learn, and live. As we move forward cautiously, I encourage us all to do what is right for our families, communities, and the entire Fort Hays family. As a chapter, FHSU AAUP continues to advocate for the basic principles of academia, those being academic freedom, shared governance, and workplace rights. Together, we have not only survived, but thrived. Because of our ability to collectively bargain and our shared governance principles, the policies and positions taken by our state leaders have not impacted us as greatly as other universities. Working together with administration as a unit to confront recent challenges is the envy of our peers. We must not forget that our MOA, our AAUP chapter, and our relationship with administration have helped buffer our students, faculty, and staff from damaging changes in state policies. The pandemic has damaged our economy, culture, and lives, and has brought light years of injustices and inequalities. The way we function from here on will be forever changed, hopefully for the better. Unfortunately, we have not seen the full impact of this remarkable year and a half. I encourage you to continue in the spirit of innovation, resiliency, and collaboration that has made Fort Hays so great. We are stronger together, one faculty, one voice. If you would like to know more about or join Fort Hays, please see our website at fhsu-aaup.org. Thank you, and have a great semester.
Thank you, Jeanette. And again, thank you to Janet, Jennifer, Mark, and Jeanette for your leadership. I continue to look forward to working with all of you during this academic year. At this time, please welcome our president of Fort Hays State University, Dr. Tisa Mason.
Good afternoon. Hello, this is just amazing seeing everyone gathered, and hello for those who are watching live stream. I join my colleagues today in extending an enthusiastic welcome to a new academic year. All of you did phenomenal with your remarks, and I really appreciated your spirit of gratitude and hope. Thank you so much. Please join me once again in giving Jill, Janet, Jeanette, Jennifer, and Mark a gratitude round of applause. This morning, I will walk us through some key updates as outlined on the screen behind me. And of course, my favorite part of today, the awards presentation. For those new to Fort Hays State University, we focus on faculty awards in the fall, staff awards in December, and in December, or in January, we'll recognize our online adjuncts of the year. I want to start by reiterating how much you continue to amaze me, very complimentary of Jeanette's remarks. You amaze me with your relentless focus on excellence and your resilience, and I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all that you have done and for being here today. As you are all aware, we are facing some pretty big challenges, but I have faith in this university, and especially in each one of you. Faith we will lean forward, learn, grow, and on the other end, become even stronger. I love to celebrate our good work, and that's why I begin each and every convocation with a brief video highlighting some, just some, of the really good things that happened the previous semester. In this case, it would have been over the summer. So here are just a few. Incredible, right? And that was just a sample of what we did in the summer. Our strength is a direct result of the innovative faculty and the hardworking staff who deliver value for our students, our region, and the world. Will all employees hired since spring convocation, which was May 7th, please stand to be recognized and formally welcomed to Fort Hays State University. Welcome to Fort Hays State University, and thank you for helping us in our shared efforts to improve lives. We are so happy that you are joining our team. Convocation is built upon 3 foundational themes: people, purpose, and place. Our purpose discussion today will focus on the strategic plan, efforts in our international arena, and financial data. First of all, I want to start off with the strategic plan, and there's been a lot of efforts, and so anyone who has been involved with goal teams, forward-thinking teams, submitting initiatives, if you have been working on the Fort Hays State University strategic plan, please stand to be recognized. Thank you so much for your good work. As we approach year 3 of the strategic plan, I want to take you back to the beginning of our journey. Our strategic plan was designed as a bridge from past to future. The plan was created by a campus committee, was introduced to campus, followed by an endorsement process. An endorsement process is basically a nod. It's that there's overall consensus on the framing elements of our strategic plan: the mission, the vision, the values, and the goals. The mission, vision, values, and goals were unanimously endorsed by the Faculty Senate, the Staff Senate, and the student government. In addition to the strategic planning team, this past year I also appointed a University Values Committee to conduct an environmental scan on how we are aligning with our values. Their research question basically is this institution walking our talk? They've done extraordinary work. Would the members of the University Values Committee please stand for a round of applause? At this time, I'd like you to please welcome Dr. Christy Craig and Dr. Laura Wilson, who will come to the stage for an update on the committee's work.
Hi, good morning. I'm Christy Craig, and I am currently chairing the University Values Committee. And I have been working with an absolutely amazing group of staff and faculty and students as we look at how these values play out in our campus community. So I'm going to start briefly with the values. I'm not going to read these to you or belabor the definitions here, but we are all fairly familiar with these core values on our campus. And as a committee last fall, this is where we started. We began looking through these core values and thinking about ways that we can research how these values impact us and how we experience them as faculty, staff, and students at Fort Hays. So we started meeting every 2 weeks, working through these values. Many of you may remember the process of developing these values, and now we're working through how we can find evidence that demonstrates whether or not we are actually aligned with these values. Many of us have done research on the committee, and the first thing we did was look to other universities to see what kind of research is being done in this regard, and we're really at the leading edge of this research. It's just not happening at other universities. So what our committee is tasked with is particularly unique and original work, and it's been a big project. So these core values are fairly central to our identity as a university, and we also have three important aspirational values. These values of community, diversity and inclusion, and integrity and transparency, we may not have entirely attained, but are certainly central to our strategic plan. And one thing that really stood out to us as a committee is that when we work through our experiences with these values, each member of the committee has different experiences with these aspirational values, and we recognize that a number of us on campus will have different experiences as well. And what's really important to us is that we understand your experience with these values. So after we spent several months working through the values and identifying how we might begin to research them, we started a research plan that is involving three main steps. The first one is that as we worked through these values, we started compiling evidence. So we looked for indications that we are in fact living these values, programs, department initiatives, opportunities for staff, training, student experiences, these sorts of things. We started compiling this evidence and doing a content analysis, which is really when we just look through materials that our university has published or put out on our university website to find indications of where we are aligned with these values. The next two steps are where we really are looking to our university community to support this research endeavor, and that is focus groups, which will begin this fall. And in just a moment, I will turn it over to Laura to talk about this focus group. And then what we're going to be doing after focus groups of many, many, many folks on campus is a large-scale survey. So even if you aren't asked to participate in a focus group, which will be a random selection of folks on campus, we will be asking everyone to complete a survey about your experiences as they relate to our university values. So I'm going to turn it over to Laura now, and she will talk to you about our focus groups.
Thank you. I'm Dr. Laura Wilson. I'm also a part of this committee. As Christy said, that we have been working as a committee over the last year, talking a lot about what these values mean to us, how we interpret them, and the initiatives that we know of on campus that contribute to us attaining these values. And now it's time to talk to the rest of the Fort Hays community. And we're doing that through focus groups. We are trying to make sure that we're representing everybody within these focus groups. So on the left column here, we have all of the main groups that we will be pulling a random sample for and sending emails to invite to join us within these groups. What these are, they're not designed to be scary. They are designed to open up a conversation so that we can get multiple points of views, interpretations, and just increase our knowledge of different initiatives going on the initiative, the department, the college, and the university levels. And so if you don't see yourself represented or don't know where you would be, please talk to us. Again, we're trying to ensure that everybody has an opportunity to contribute to this process. And again, it's just going to be a conversation that we're having on interpretation, what we know is going on campus, and how we think we can improve our efforts to reach these core and aspirational values. The information that we gather from these focus groups kind of go to that third part of the research plan that Christy talked about with the university, the campus-wide surveys. So information gathered will inform that. If you don't get invited in our random selection to the focus groups, then you will have a chance to participate in our data collection process with the surveys. So if you see an email coming from Christy or a university values group, please don't just delete it. Look at your schedule, consider your availability, because we can't do this without you, every person in this room, watching from offices and home, and that's part of this campus community is represented by this strategic plan as well as these values. So we want to make sure that we can hear as many voices as possible. Thanks for giving us time, Dr. Mason, to talk about this work that we're doing, and look for emails coming this fall.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm really excited about this work, and how it can help us be even stronger. The strategic plan can be accessed on our website, and it's linked from the Office of the President. This PowerPoint will be posted on the President's webpage following convocation if you want to further review the information. I want to start with a point that you're going to hear me say a couple of times because I'm trying to drive it, and I think the faculty will understand that. The strategic plan is funded with one-time money. So as desired outcomes are met, and once return on investment strategies become self-sustaining, then and only then are those initiatives moved into our operations budget. So here's a quick snapshot on where we are at the end of year 2 of the strategic plan. Strategy 1.2 measured the percentage of programs engaged in program learning outcome assessment. Our year 1 outcome actually exceeded both our benchmarks for year 1 and year 2, which is fantastic. Great work, everyone. And our data for year 2 will be available in October. We're off to a great start. Whoops. Strategy 1.3 looked at 2 metrics. The first one centered on centralized or internal professional development. And once again, thus far, we have exceeded our targets for internal professional development. The second metric measured external professional development. We did exceed our goal in 2020, but not in 2021. Personally, given the travel restrictions during COVID, I think we did a pretty good job, and I'm really looking forward for us making up some ground this year in year 3. In addition to professional development, our goal team also advanced the Goal 1 outcome through the Faculty Research Experience Project with a budget of $30,000. And I am pleased to see that all funds were utilized. The Student Success Goal has 2 outcomes. The first metric really focuses on improving persistence and graduation rates. The persistence data reported here is the average of all classifications of both on-campus and online students. So looking at the data this way, we can see that we're on target with this goal. However, this remains a very important area for continuous improvement for our university, as we want all of our students to graduate. As we get better with persistence and we improve our graduation rates, we will be better on track with this goal. So what can you do? I really believe that we need to go even deeper in caring for our students and supporting every single one of our students. Maintain our quality standards, but strengthen our support. The second metric focuses on improving our senior NESE score on high-impact practices, as we are currently lagging behind our peers on these important areas. Although there are multiple high-impact practices, our targeted initiative right now is driving forward our internships. NESE is only administered at Fort Hays every 3 years, I believe. And so as you can see right now, we're waiting on our results. But I was really excited to see that with the hard work of the team, we improved our response rate. So that's great. So again, what can you do in this area? Encourage your students to do an internship and understand and master the other high-impact practices. And if you're not familiar with the high-impact practices literature, here's a link for you to follow up with, which will be posted on the website. As outlined in my June campus email, we are moving forward with an aggressive growth strategy. Our growth strategy includes both Goal 2 persistence initiatives, such as centralized advising, as well as Goal 3 enrollment initiatives. So it will take us working intentionally from the individual to the collective to create a truly student-focused environment. The results of our early efforts in strategic enrollment planning missed our marks by only 14 students, which I think is pretty good given the pandemic. To put this in perspective, to reach our enrollment goal this year, we needed to recruit an additional 322 students. However, This assumes that we're retaining all of our students, and we know we're not. Our enrollment gains are being offset by losses in persistence. When we created our strategic enrollment plan, we also established some key performance indicators. While we were happy that we had an increase in our Hispanic student enrollment, the data for both overall student credit hours and headcount is very concerning. We did have a nice bump in our four-year graduation rate, so congratulations and thank you for all of your efforts. But in my heart of hearts, when we enroll students and talk to faculty and adult students, it's really not a number to brag about. The good news is that in approaching this past year, we prepared for a 7% decline in student credit hours, which is the financial metric of enrollment. By controlling positions and reducing expenditures, we ended the year with a 3.8% decline in student credit hours when you include China in the data, as opposed to 7%. For our growth plan, and more importantly, our mission to succeed, we need to continue focusing on persistence and graduation of all of our students. So what can you do? Extraordinary over-the-top student support and mastering high-impact practices. Goal 4 calls on us to maintain and improve infrastructure and resources to keep pace with our growth. As we're in the midst of 2 decades of growth, we confidently establish a goal to annually increase our revenue by 5%. We have 2 primary sources of revenue, tuition revenue and state support, both which have been challenged during the pandemic. Obviously, our enrollment and persistence challenges have negatively impacted our tuition revenue growth. Our other source of revenue is our state general fund. Now, we don't really have an opportunity to grow our state general fund, but I just want you to know that it does vary from year to year based on legislative decisions. I also want you to know that the legislators that I speak to love Fort Hays State University and hold you up all the time for the work that you're doing. To address the lack of revenue growth this past year, we eliminated 5 positions, talking about the operations budget now, and reduced expenses by $500,000. The second aspect of this outcome is our investment in our facilities and our infrastructure. So our goal was to spend 30% of the 5% revenue growth on infrastructure. Although we didn't meet the revenue growth, we did move forward on improving infrastructure in 2 important ways. First, we started our campus master planning process, which was funded with institutional reserve funds. We are required by the Kansas Board of Regents to update our plan every 10 years. We're currently in year 8. You can find detailed information on our master planning process on the website. Second, we have a source of revenues called the State Educational Building Fund. You might hear the word EBF. It's a separate source of revenue that we're given to the university from the state that allows us to move forward on facility projects. So in more profitable years, we will supplement those funds. But as we didn't grow our tuition revenue this past year, we limited our renewal projects to only the EBF dollars available. Our investment in place is ongoing, and it will remain an essential element in our strategic plan. The community and global engagement goal calls on us to cultivate impactful partnerships internally, locally, nationally, and globally. There are 2 outcomes for Goal 5. The first asks us to align our priorities with the Kansas Board of Regents strategic plan with a specific focus on economic prosperity. Dr. Donette Noble, Dr. Janet Stramel, and Melissa Hunsaker-Walburn have been working with a system-wide team. For Fort Hays State University, they have created a proposal for a cybersecurity defense incubator to be funded by the state. The project is currently on hold, but in case you hear anything about it, I wanted you to know about it. The second outcome asks us to move forward in reinstating our classification as a Carnegie Community Engagement University, very important to the mission of this institution, and the team has made steady progress. Here you can see our investment for both years 1 and 2 of the strategic plan. I'm sharing this information because I want you to know that the strategic plan is an investment in our future. It's not a side project, and as always, I try to share information so that you're informed about the decisions we're making. Again, the strategic plan is funded with one-time money. It is not part of our operations budget. As desired outcomes are met, or once return on investment strategies become self-sustaining, then and only then are those initiatives moved into the operations budget. If a strategy fails to meet a desired outcome or a return on investment strategy, the positions, the operation dollars are all eliminated and they're reinvested into future strategies so that we can be more successful. If you have an interest in getting involved with our strategic planning initiatives, or you have an idea for future or just simply questions, please contact the appropriate gold chairs. I want to thank the Strategic Planning Committee and every single person who has stepped up to the plate with ideas, with forward thinking, and with energies to help move our strategic plan forward. I'm very grateful. Now I want to quickly share with you our commitments for this year, year 3. New year 3 strategies designed to drive our desired outcomes will be supplemented by year 1 and year 2 strategies. So we're keeping things going and we're adding a newer layer. If any of these pique your interest, I encourage you to read more about them on the website. They are posted. I do want to emphasize, once again, our investment in centralized advising as a key persistence activity. We are hiring 5 additional advisors and making a $275,000 investment in this initiative. Thus far, we have discontinued and re-envisioned one initiative from Goal 2, which was focused on transition programming, so the operation dollars and the position, came back to the pool so that we could reinvest dollars in new strategies. These are the new academic programs funded for growth this year. Our shooting sports team will expand to include a junior varsity team. The institutional initiatives form the key components on what's been referred to as our aggressive growth plan as outlined in my campus email on June 23rd. Our new regional rate will require us to expand our sales team by hiring 5 additional admissions counselors. To support the persistence and success of our students, we will also, as I've mentioned, expand the number of academic advisors as we move forward with centralized advising. To execute on our growth plan, we will need to vastly expand the reach of our marketing. Therefore, we will hire a marketing agency with expertise in conducting large-scale, comprehensive marketing campaigns. This strategic investment will allow us, and in particular, our enrollment management staffs and university and relations marketing staffs to continue to focus on their core internal initiatives. We'll also invest in new strategies to diversify our faculty. As discussed in Cabinet, we'll begin working through a continuity of operations plan, also referred to as COOP, this year. Our future relies on growth, and that's why we are investing in an aggressive growth plan. The strategic plan money is one-time money, and as desired outcomes are met, and once return on investment strategies become self-fulfilling, then and only then are those initiatives moved into the base budget. So they're not competing with one another. All of the positions approved have been incorporated on exit strategy in the event the strategy does not yield intended results. As we reverse our enrollment decline, and I know that we will, and we recapture our successful growth trajectory, faculty and staff positions will be added to manage both the growth initiatives and the student credit increase. We are watching these metrics closely every day to support you and to help grow this institution. Okay, now a little bit about the international restructuring plan. About 3 years ago, noting the shifting landscape in international education, we believed it was time for us to pause and study what we termed our three-legged stool, which is basically first cross-border, CIOS University, Shenyang Normal University, other partnerships that we have, and the internationalization of our campus. We conducted an extensive study process. We had multiple open comment periods, and we found ourselves in a period of uncertainty about enrollments and state budget cuts just as we completed that study. So last year, we decided to proceed with more caution, slowing down the implementation process while embracing a very strong commitment to move forward. A summary of that entire process can be viewed on the Spring 2020 Convocation PowerPoint, linked from the website of the Office of the President. Phase 1 initiatives, which were last year's initiatives, can be found on the Winter 2021 Convocation presentation. I'm also happy to share a comprehensive report to anyone who wants it. Just email me and I'll send it right back to you. It's our intent to be able to update the campus on our decision to outsource ESL by September. Our international program program group will continue its work this year. We are planning to relocate the International Student Services and the Office of Global Partnerships to the lower level of the Memorial Union once the moves to the Student Success Center are completed, and they are in progress. And now I will talk a few minutes about our budget. Regarding tuition revenue, our fiscal year ends in June. Fiscal year 2021 compared with fiscal year 2020 shows a decrease in revenue due to the decline in credit hours for both on-campus and online. China did have a slight increase in total credit hours. However, I want you to know that we expect a decline this year due to a quota reduction. Headcount in China is expected to be down 900 students this fall, but then rebound to a gain of about 750 or a loss of about 150 students in the spring semester. We are working closely with that program. Regarding tuition expenditures, you will note that the reduction in state general funds. State general funds are the monies we receive from the state to operate the university. The reduction is due to the GEAR funds, which were the federal COVID-19 dollars provided to us by the governor. Those funds then were offset by an equal reduction of our state general fund, which was about $1.6 million for Fort Hays State University. Ongoing tuition expenses, including the balance of compensation expenses and other operating expenses, shows a slight increase from the year. So again, our plan of how we are cutting and monitoring proved to be very successful. This is the federal money that we received the last fiscal year. And again, talking about the GEAR money, funds were provided by the governor, offset, and the other issue with the offset by moving it into the GEAR money is that it narrowly defined how we could spend the dollars. So it changed that impact as well. And here's how we spent the dollars. As you can see, our number one way we invested our dollars were in student aid. I do want to pause a moment to let you know that I truly understand the challenge of the pandemic and what it has done on our lives, both personally and professionally. In my conversations with legislators and regents and the public, I have frequently and through my heart referred to you as heroes. Whoops, that was almost a misstep, literally and figuratively. I have frequently referred to you as heroes, and I am so aware of so many moments of compassion and kindness and, quite frankly, really hard work. Thank you. As we enter yet another academic year fraught with difficult decisions and challenges around the pandemic, I promise I will continue to keep you informed. I will continue to consult with our internal critical incident policy group, who have worked very hard and tirelessly the past year and a half, really, and my advisory group, which includes the CEO of Hayes Med and the Chief Medical Director of Hayes Med and the Ellis County Health Director. They have been invaluable to me and our other internal partners on that advisory team, Joe Bain, our General Counsel, as well as Will Studerheim, our Director of Student Health and Wellness. I will ensure that our decisions are communicated if anything changes around our current policies and practices. Currently, our previously announced phase-out policies, as you should know by now, which you can access on our COVID webpage, remain in effect. And they include a number of recommended health and safety practices, along with the fact that we have a robust vaccination incentive program that includes direct payment of $400 to eligible students and employees, an enhancement also to our rapid testing capabilities on campus with a particular focus with our students who are living in residence life, and encourage use of face coverings, most importantly, with the allowance for mandates at the local level. We are empowering you to make decisions at your level for what's best in your environment, and we trust you to make those decisions. I want to thank you for your flexibility, for your patience, and most importantly, for your grace. Now the fun part. Thank you so much for those of you who have supported our Journey campaign, a campaign where every gift matters. Through the campaign, more than $19 million has been awarded to our students. 466 new funds have been created. More than $55 million has been provided for scholarships and university support. So now, here is what you can expect in terms of construction and rehabilitation projects this year. Some of you have some expectations already, I think, over in Rarick Hall. And if you haven't gone to the first floor, take time, it's beautiful. Rarick Hall renovation on the second and the third floor will continue and hopefully be completed by the first of the year. We hear you. Thank you again for your patience and grace on that project as well. We will replace two 925 kilowatt diesel-powered generators with new units in the Acres Energy Center. And our energy plan is also one of our efficiencies that saves us dollars and helps us be successful as an institution. I'm excited to see my next door neighbor, Stu Paul, will have masonry cleaning this year. Custer Hall will have roof replacement at the north wing. And we will complete our process on card access for the remaining of our buildings. And now the best part of all, celebrating our people. Please welcome Dr. Jill Arnsdorf back to the stage.
During this portion of the program, we will award the Faculty Member of the Year, the John Heinrichs Outstanding Research Mentor Award, 2 departmental assessment awards, and the President's Distinguished Scholar. Now today, during many of the awards presentations, you will have the opportunity to view a short video of the President and recipients. Once the video has ended, I will then ask the recipient to come to the stage to receive their award from President Mason. The first award is the Faculty Member of the Year Award. The recipient is selected from the past year's recipients of faculty awards for teaching, research and scholarly activity, and service. Commerce Bank provides the $1,000 stipend for this award, and we thank them for their continued support. With the Fall 2020 and Spring 2021 award recipients who are announced and in attendance, please stand up when your names are read. Audience, please hold your applause until we've introduced all 6 faculty members. For the Research and Scholarly Activity Award recipients, those were Dr. April Park, Associate Professor of Psychology, and Dr. Jonathan Summerall, Associate Professor in Geosciences. Service awards last year were presented to Dr. Sarah Broman Miller, Assistant Professor of Teacher Education, and Ms. Jackie Jacobs, Program Specialist in Communication Sciences and Disorders. Selected last year for outstanding teaching were Ms. Selena Bonamelli, Instructor of Health and Human Performance, and Dr. April Terry, Associate Professor of Criminal Justice. Let's give these 6 faculty members a round of applause. And the recipient of the 2021 Faculty Member of the Year Award is Dr. April Park. April was selected as the recipient for this award because she defines excellence in scholarly activity. She is passionate about her research and working with students. One of her former students sums up April's commitment with this statement: "Her support and guidance shaped me into the researcher, advisor, and graduate student that I am today." April's impact on her students continues to enhance their learning experience and reflects her goal to be the best professor, researcher, mentor, and colleague possible.
Now it is my distinct privilege to recognize the Faculty Member of the Year, Dr. April Park. I am so excited and so proud of you, and this is a big award.
Wow, first of all, I feel so grateful for those kind remarks. Students are my inspirations, and I hope that I'm an inspiration to them as well. They take ownership of their life. I think that is kind of the definition. So they don't wait for people or faculty members to set the goals for them. They set the goals for themselves, and they look for ways they can achieve those goals. One really neat thing about working at Fort Hays with students is that we do have mentor-mentee relationship, but after a semester maybe or 2, we are colleagues. And I can definitely see the potentials in them to be my future colleagues. So those are the moments that I really enjoy about working with students.
Well, I can see those characteristics in you and that you are modeling the way. Again, congratulations. It's a big deal. We're very, very proud of you. And ladies and gentlemen, the Faculty Member of the Year, Dr. April Park.
And I would ask at this time for Mr. Shane Smith, President of Commerce Bank, to also join to present April with this award. Congratulations, and thank you, April, for your continued commitment to your students and to the university. And thank you to Shane Smith, President of Commerce Bank, for your continued support of Fort Hays State University faculty and staff. Thank you for being here this morning. The next award is the John Heinrichs Outstanding Research Mentor Award. In following our university's mission to foster research, the Outstanding Undergraduate Research Mentor Award was created. The award is named after our esteemed former colleague, Dr. John Heinrichs. John was a very active faculty member and committed to all facets of research here at the university. This award recognizes and rewards a faculty member for their commitment, time, and energy necessary to foster undergraduate research. The $500 of OOE funding will be provided to the department to benefit the recipient. And this year's recipient of the John Heinrichs Outstanding Research Mentor Award is Ms. Brooke Mann, instructor in the Department of Psychology. Brooke has shown outstanding mentorship by supporting her students throughout the entire research process. She is committed to the growth and learning of these individuals by making it a priority to oversee and assist in preparing their materials for presentations and conferences. She's open to student ideas and broadening her own research interests to enhance the experience for all of her students. These qualities demonstrate her caring demeanor and how deserving she is to receive the award. One student exemplifies this with the statement, "I feel very fortunate that I was able to work with her throughout my undergraduate years, and I know I'm a better researcher because of it."
Congratulations, Dr. Brooke Mann. We are so excited and so proud of your efforts that earned you the Dr. John Heinrichs Faculty Research Mentor Award.
Thank you so much. I feel so honored to receive this recognition. My research really focuses on the stigma of mental illness. We look at things like how do individuals who have a mental illness experience bias and judgment and discrimination. 1 in 4 people will experience a mental disorder in their life, and to be good friends and family and citizens of the world, we really need to understand what other people go through. Really kind of led me in the direction of studying the stigma of mental illness.
Well, that's what it's all about. And Brooke, I just want to tell you how impressed I am with the work that you're doing, with the way you're mentoring our students. It is making a difference here on campus, and I know in our communities and our world. Congratulations again for this recognition on your important work.
Congratulations, Brooke, on your award and your continued dedication to undergraduate research. The next award is the Closing the Loop Departmental Assessment Award. The Closing the Loop Award is sponsored by Voya Financial and is given to the academic department that has implemented degree program improvements as evidenced by analysis of and improvements in their program and student learning outcomes. The award provides $2,000 to be deposited in the department's operating budget. This year's selection was based on the annual program assessment reports submitted by the departments. The reports were rated on the following criteria: clear goals and targets for each program learning outcome, quality of results, review of those results, action plans for improvement based on those results, and then closing the loop. The Department of Leadership Studies has been selected to receive the award this year. The Department of Leadership Studies exemplifies the characteristics of using the collected data to adjust and improve student learning in each of their programs on campus, online, and in China. Their report provided details on the improvements and adjustments made based on their prior year's assessment data, and this shows clear evidence that the department understands the value of assessment and continues to strive for academic excellence in their program.
Today I'm here with Dr. Brett Whitaker, and the Department of Leadership Studies has won the Closing the Loop Award, which has to do with student learning outcomes and assessment. Brett, I'm really excited for you and your colleagues and so proud of the important work you're doing.
Thank you very much for recognizing the Department of Leadership Studies with this award. The way that we handle program learning assessment in Leadership Studies is we have a well-developed process for that. One of the things that we've committed to in our department is allowing the assessment data to speak for itself and trying to follow the truth wherever that takes us. The point of doing program learning assessment is not to only understand what you're doing well or to shame the program for things that aren't working. The point is to help us do a better job educating our students. And so being open to that and being willing to make modifications based on what those assessments are, I think is in all of our best interest.
Well said. So once again, congratulations to the Department of Leadership Studies. We're so proud of all the work that you're doing in advancing learning at Fort Hays State University.
So will Brett Whitaker, chair of the department, and any other faculty from the department, as well as Ms. Shelley Buffington, the financial advisor from Voya Financial, please come forward for the award presentation.
Understand these go into your hands. Proud of you. Congratulations. Good work. Congratulations. Congratulations. Good work. Good work. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'll just push in there. Doing your work. Proud of you.
Got to get that big check. Congratulations to the faculty and staff in the Department of Leadership Studies, and thank you to Shelley and Voya Financial for your continued sponsorship of this assessment award. The Advancing Assessment Award recognizes a department that continues to improve in program assessment activities and receives $1,000 to be deposited in their department's operating budget. It is my pleasure to announce that the Department of Computer Science has been selected to receive this award this year. Doesn't look like they have any fun, does it? The department used comparative analysis of their assessment results at 3 different levels for 2 different delivery modes. This indicates the program assessment has improved to an even higher level. The department and program are well prepared to make program adjustments for improved student learning and academic success.
I'm here with Dr. Keith Dreiling, Department Chair of Computer Science, and I'm so proud of you and your colleagues for earning the Advancing Assessment Award. I'd love to hear a little bit about what you're doing, what you've changed up that you think may have helped you receive this award.
We tried to collect data from our online program, and it's so big, so many instructors out there, so we had to communicate with that. But we did collect the data. We're fairly successful at it.
So what's coming forward for the department in terms of assessment?
We would like to identify holes that we have at the different levels, if we have holes for certain outcomes. We also want to look at the data, look at the assessments, and make sure they're fairly similar between the online and on campus.
Well, congratulations, and please share my excitement with all of your colleagues in computer science. We're really excited that you earned this award and that you're doing work that's important to the institution and to student learning. So thanks very much and congratulations.
Okay, thank you very much.
So will Keith Dreiling, chair of the department, and any member of the department that'd like to join him, please come forward to receive the award. congratulations to our computer science colleagues. The President's Distinguished Scholar Award was first conferred in 1989. Nominees for this honor are evaluated by the analysis of their performance in the categories of scholarship, service, and instruction. Significant levels of performance must be demonstrated in service and instruction, with the primary focus of this award on research and creative activities. The Provost and recent awardees review applications, and a recommendation is forwarded to the President for approval. Now, we don't have a video because we wanted to keep this a surprise, so I will ask Dr. Hendrada Ali, the 2021 President's Distinguished Scholar, to come forward. So while Hendrada joins us on stage from the balcony, I'd like to take this opportunity to share some of her accomplishments. But I bet she can't hear us, so I think I'll wait until we see her again.
I might add that the videos were cut down for your pleasure today, but the longer ones will be posted on social media. And thank you to Trevor for the video and for the snipping them down.
So now we'll tell you about Hendrada. She is an active and accomplished research scholar in the field of geology. She has 15 peer-reviewed publications, over 50 refereed abstracts and presentations, both nationally and internationally. Recently, she has secured 2 National Science Foundation grants that total near $400,000. To receive these awards attest to her research skills, her technical expertise, and her commitment to serving challenged populations in the developing world. Hendrada also mentors both undergraduate and graduate students in the field of geology, which has led to these students receiving numerous awards. In addition to her work with students, Hendrada's knowledge and expertise are sought out by a broad range of colleagues in both geophysics and petroleum geology communities. We are so fortunate to have someone with her breadth of teaching, service, and scholarly activities as a faculty member at Fort Hays State University. Thank you, Hendrada, for your contributions to the university, your discipline, and to the world.
You'll get all your other stuff during your presentation.
Now, she will receive her certificate and a check for $1,500 at the President's Distinguished Scholar Program, which we'll work with Hendrada to schedule later in the academic year. So congratulations again. And at this point, it's my pleasure to turn the podium back over to President Mason. Have a great year, everyone.
The President's Award was created to recognize substantial contributions to the university. It's not given very often. It's not been given since 2014. While I recognize and highly value the efforts of everyone, particularly during the pandemic, it's my privilege to present the President's Award to our colleagues serving the university through the Teaching, Innovation, and Learning Technologies Department. Here are a few small samplings of some of their accomplishments. In just 3 short weeks, TILT helped overhaul the entire China program to deliver online learning with the COVID-19 shutdown in the early spring of 2020. They even created tutorials for the students in Mandarin. Following their efforts in China, the team worked tirelessly to create and update the website to provide faculty with detailed information and helpful links when campus classes transitioned to online courses. In the midst of all of this, they oversaw a major Blackboard transition throughout the year. Noting that the online students were needing deeper connection, they oversaw the implementation of the Tiger to Tiger student support platform. In addition to their pandemic response, they continue to meet with faculty to develop new courses for programs, incorporated new ideas from the pandemic into the Fall 21 professional development sessions, and they are always scanning and implementing cutting-edge technologies to improve teaching and learning at Fort Hays State University. Colleagues, please help me welcome to the stage all of our TILT colleagues, the recipient of the 2021 President's Award. This is the award. It's very heavy. I don't know if, okay. This beautiful award was created when the award was created by, by Toby Flores. It's very heavy, and we appreciate Toby as well, but that will go into the department as well, so congratulations. Proud of you guys. Awesome job. Gather up. I got my shoe out again.
Did you want me to say something?
No, we're taking a picture.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Thank you.
I do look forward to sharing these fall celebrations with you, so make sure you put them on the calendar. And finally, I am so inspired by each of you and am very excited about this new academic year in particular. It's great to be back together. Tiger Nation is successful because we come together and we meet challenges head on. I am very optimistic about our future. The next great challenge will be to return to the sustained annual enrollment growth that was our standard for close to 2 decades and continued progress on improving persistence and graduation rates. This is the time to turn a great challenge into an even greater opportunity. And I know we have the right people gathered as part of our team to do just that. I look forward to the days and the months ahead as we expand our reach of our strong and distinctive value message to broader audiences. I am so proud of the work that you are doing and the impact that you are having on our students. Thank you very much. There is a reception waiting for us, so let's take a few minutes to be in community with one another and especially to greet the newest members of our academic community. Welcome back. It's an honor to serve with you. Thanks for attending Convocation today. Keep walking on my shoes.